Alright, so we're gonna go over some of the basic stuff. This is the first video, and there's not going to be a ton of information in it. Well, we'll see. Um, so first of all, when you open up Eclipse, our IDE, or Integrated Development Environment, usually what we do is we start new projects. We'll start File, New Project, New Java project, and I'm just going to call this one Teaching. Now, you're not always going to create a new project. Oftentimes I will have created projects for you that you're going to download and install. When you create a project from scratch, you add a new package, and we can call this main, the main package of our program. Packages are just like folders, and we're going to add what's called a class to this folder, and we're just going to call this one Hello World, which is a traditional a traditional first program for basically every programmer in the world. So we're going to talk a little bit about program structure. Now, what you see here is a listing of which package this class is a part of, and you don't need to know necessarily what a class is yet or understand all these things yet. You'll get familiar with them. They're basically just objects that can do things in programs, or little parts of programs that have specialized abilities. This is what's called a class definition. So everything inside these curly braces is part of this class. So that could mean like it can know things about itself and it can have different abilities. They all have to go inside those two different braces. So if it's the main part of our program, say it's the part that the computer should execute first, there's this very specialized method that the Java compiler looks for when it tries to run your program. And so we type public static void main string with these two brackets args. Now if you're watching this in lower resolution, you might not see that these are actually two brackets, so you should watch this in high resolution. So what is this thing doing? Well, this thing is the main method, so let me explain this. This is the main method, which means that when you hit run, this green button here, or run the program in whichever IDE you're using, the brain of the computer, the Java compiler we call it, the Java's kind of main brain, looks for this keyword, looks for exactly this actually, public static void main string args, and that's the only thing it really knows how to execute. Now from here you can tell it to do all sorts of things, but this is like us telling the computer, hey, do this first. Okay, and you don't need to understand exactly what public static void main string args means, what all those different words means. At this point you should just memorize those different words. So then, say we want to get something to print out to the screen. Well, programmers use IDEs, or programming environments like this have a console that it's called, that is very useful, and we use it a lot for both figuring out what's going wrong with our program if we have mistakes, and for learning how to program. So we're going to do that now. In this line of code, again, you don't have to know exactly what all the words mean, but you should just remember it's system. So the computer system dot out. So print something out, or go to the out part of the system, and then print a line of text. So it'll print whatever is inside these two parentheses. But you have to put it inside quotation marks if you want it to print. And we can type hello world. So that's it actually if we just want hello world to print to the screen. So if we run the program now, we'll see this, we'll save our program, and then we'll see this dialog box, or this console, pop up, and it says hello world. So if we change this to something different, hello Ragnus, it will run that and print that out to this console. So that is it. I would like you to do that now. You can create the program Hello World.